Thanks again. I'll see you soon. I love you all. And good night.
One of the many things that make online media such an incredible yet also frightening place to dive into is the infinite variety of content that you can encounter. While some argue that YouTube consists on reviews, let's plays, and celebrities trying to stay relevant, sometimes you might find yourself with channels that manage to show you the deeper side of what the internet can uncover. I'm sure I'm being brief with this, but today we're gonna take a look at the first channel that started me into the world of internet obscurity, ARGs, and pretty much the evolution of the creepy online media. Ladies and gentlemen, these are my thoughts and personal experiences on Nexpo.
Max set the intention this time, and it was Satanism.
I can already picture some of you explaining to me that there are other channels that cover stuff similar to his work, with Scare Theater being a channel that I'm very well familiar with. The same case goes with Atrocity Guy, who was the starting channel for the special marathon, but quite frankly, it was this channel that started my ride into online obscurity. I was familiar with the concept of the creepy world thanks to channels like Some Ordinary Gamers and Mullet Mike, but while Mulahar will start his deep web series, it wasn't really my major interest. I basically went with the mindset that videos about the deep web will be predictable to watch the content regarding that same topic. But it wasn't until I stumbled across this video talking about a Redditor called Yay Video Games. Little did I know about the crazy world that I will dive myself into. The video was depth with detail, it covered a lot of possibilities to what happened to this user, leading to what seemed to be a saddening conclusion. But what really grabbed me was the starting point for this video to happen: Reddit. Now, I know there are plenty of questionable content on this part of the web, but at the end of the day, it's not a site that's hidden from the public. In fact, some might say that it's a little too easy to make an account and get sucked into the huge world that Reddit unfolds. And that, my friends, was the major thing that made me dive into the rabbit hole of Nexpo's content. So I went back to the beginning. And I'll say his first video is not quite stellar. It wasn't bad by any means. I just think it's worth remembering as a starting point to appreciate how far he has come, with videos detailing elements like the Mandela effect, a haunted morgue, and a flat-out murder. However, if I had to pinpoint the video that really started it all, I'd say it will be his video about the dark side of Reddit, where he will start to show more in-depth thoughts about a specific topic, but again, don't quote me on that. After all, he goes briefly into the Yay Video Games incident before making a full video about it, but combined with his earlier video about the dark side of YouTube, I consider this being the point where Nexpo's content will just keep going uphill. With videos like Abstractions, The Ryan Thread, Slaughter Me Street, and Swinging Ghost, it will be safe for me to say that he was starting to develop his craft on what he wanted to do for the world to see. And it was just going to get better. Before I jump into the big first step, I'd like to tell you about a little show in Latin America. It's called To the Extreme, or Al Extremo in proper translation. In that show, they will show a lot of shocking content that will be considered inappropriate for other new related platforms, so it will be considered something shocking to me to find that same quality on his series called Disturbing Things. I'm sure that there are channels that came before him doing this similar content, so please bear with me that Nexpo was the one that managed to catch my eye on this, and after that, I finally subscribed. Yeah, I know I'm part of the problem because of that, and I've been working on it, but I usually will end up watching channels' videos and subscribe way later. It's an odd thing for me, I know. But I will end up subscribing by the time he uploaded his first Chronicles of Reddit video. Around that time, I had already watched his video about Daryl Pratt, the cult behind Kanye Quest, his first Local 58 video, Erratas, and A Cult in a Dead MMO, which allowed me to also enjoy other channels such as Scare Theater, Atrocity Guide, and Mama Max. You already know my thoughts on Atrocity Guide, but I will also recommend you to watch Scare Theater and Mama Max if you enjoy Nexpo's content.
Dumbass. Go play Nintendo.
So you decide to take a break.
The days will go by and I will binge through the catalog of videos and sharing them with friends as they will be released. There's just something about all the stuff that happens around the same online culture that I visit daily that's very intriguing to me. For example, the mere existence of ARGs or alternate reality games is very fascinating to witness, because you never know what's actually real behind this subpar side of the internet and what's all part of a huge scavenger hunt like adventure. With the channel showing that things will continue to improve in terms of creativity and production values, and with a community that cares about its people more than the scary parts on the internet, I just hope this video did him some justice. And if he watches this video, I hope both him as well as you enjoyed it. And taking his own emotional send-off, thank you so much for listening, I love you all, and good night.